When you least expect it, that's when it happens. It's not always the people you help that returns the kindness. So continue to do good and it will return to you. Count it all joy, my brothers, when you meet trials of various kinds, for you know that the testing of your faith produces steadfastness. And let steadfastness have its full effect, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking nothing. A mother with a son who was asthmatic developed some complications. He had to be rushed to the nearest hospital a short distance away, or else it would have been fatal. The mother called a neighbor who had a car, but the neighbor said the car had no fuel. She called the pastor, who said he had visiting pastors and could not leave them alone. She decided to carry the son to the hospital, as she could not imagine losing her only child to the same sickness that had taken her husband from her a few years earlier. She had a problem with her leg, and the weight of her son meant that she could not move fast enough. Along the way, she met people rushing home from work who just stared at her. Her cry for help went unanswered. She tried repeatedly to stop passing vehicles, but they just drove by. But she kept moving. Then a man who was mad and used to roam the streets in unclad clothing noticed her. He came rushing towards her, then took her son from her. She pointed into the direction of the hospital. The man could not understand perfectly, but he understood enough since he saw the desperate boy struggling to breathe. The man then put the boy on his shoulder and told his mother, "All will be well," as he ran towards the hospital. When arrived at the hospital, the doctors, on seeing the crazy-looking man, knew something was really wrong. They rushed to him, took the boy, and then attended to him immediately. About 10 minutes later, the boy's mother arrived, and the doctor brought the news. If your son was brought in 5 minutes later, he would have died. And with that, I say God is good. Every time. Every time. God is good. You see, God doesn't have to use church members, family, people in wealth, or the locals with cars to rescue or bless you. So no matter what may come your way, no matter what you're going through right now, your life is in His hands. He said, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Those tears falling is the language that He understands. The situation that you're going through right now, it come not to stay, but to pass. You must know that He may not come when you want Him, but He is an on-time God.